is course outline. Okay, the function of the course information is to tell you the basic information of the course and the timeline of the course. So we have here professional communications, credit 2 credit hours only, and let me try to make this bigger for you. Okay, so I'm going to read the course professional communication skills, meaning that what is the meaning of professional working situation. Okay, later on you will work or during LM latihan mengajar during internship, during your practical, you have to be a professional because you are working as opposed to academic setting. Academic is for like when you are learning in the college, but then again for professional communications, things that you do at work. Okay. Of course, you know communication, sending message, receiving messages, okay, being effective in doing that, and skills. Communication skills, I guess all of you have your own communication skills already because this is not your basic English class. You know English already, you have learned English a lot, and I guess if I send you to London right now, you can survive already. It's just that you might have problem with grammar and making the communication effective. Okay, let me tell you about skills. Skills, if you are playing football, you got skills in football. But then again, to be able to be good with that skills, you need to practice, practice, practice. Similarly with communication, with the English language, you need to practice, practice, and practice. So in this class, I will give you room to practice. That is why we have that question of the day. So every day I want you to write at least 1 or 2 sentences. This course synopsis, this course prepares students with the fundamental skills of speaking, writing in professional related settings, working settings. Students should develop the ability to participate in formal discussion. Of course, you have done this in college also, you have to do a formal discussion, but at work also, you have to do a formal discussion, maybe perhaps a meeting and so on. Compose formal correspondence. Okay, you have to write an emails. Okay, at work you have to write emails, and it should be formal. You are writing emails now, maybe, and then you are sending messages through WhatsApp. But then again, at workplace, it should be formal. And produce self-narrative or online self-narrative in an online setting, meaning that you have to produce a video and upload the video to YouTube. I will tell you what kind of video you will make. In addition, the course fosters independent learning through web-based learning resources. So independent learning, you need to work on your own independently without me there. Okay, I'll just give you the instruction, you go on your own. At the end of the course, students should be able to apply, produce effective communication skills in professional settings. Okay. So name of coordinator, you do not have to worry about that. Let's go to the, okay, today is introduction to the course and ice breaking. Get to know me, get to know the course. Okay. So this is the most important part. 30% for group discussion. And we will have some practice before we have the real one. Okay, 30% is quite big. And then you have correspondence, email questions, and then you have to answer that email questions, and that will be 40%. And the first one, activity one, is more like the theoretical part. Activity two is the real test. Okay. And then you have to do a video resume, which is 30%. We'll go into that later on. And then final exam, there's no final exam. Okay. So that's the summary of the course, or the teaser or the trailer of the course. Uh, let's go to the, let me open my, okay, next. Okay, I'm gonna tell you in details. If you have questions, just drop the question at the chat section. I will entertain the question later on. I'm gonna stop sharing now. So let's check the number of participants. Now we have 24. 10 more are not here. Okay. Well, I do not know what happened. Okay. I guess as an engineering student, you will say that what is the best country for engineering? I would say Germany. The best country for engineering. They have this something called precision engineering. So all their products are very good. Volkswagen, BMW, Audi, all those cars. And then if things are made in German, you can trust it because of that precision engineering. Precision means sharp and accurate. You cannot do this if you are not punctual. Okay, you have to train to be punctual. If the class is at 8 o'clock, you have to be there. You have to be there at 8 o'clock. Accurate, precise. Okay. And okay, sometimes I would get, let's say A is 80 and above. Okay, 80 to 90 A, and then you got 75 to A79 A minus. Okay, but there are times in which I have to make some changes. Let's say you got 79, borderline, whether I should push you to A or not. Okay, sometimes I would just give it free to you if you are punctual, if you behave, you are always on time, you always participate in class, I know your name, okay, for the right reason. So I'll just push the name, push the mark. 79, okay lah, just push this boy lah. Bagi dia 80 bagi dia A. But then again, if I know you for the wrong reason, this person is always late, he doesn't participate in class, so I'll just push you down 1 mark. Okay, 78 instead. Okay, still A minus, 79, 78, A minus also. It's just that sometimes people I don't want to argue, just put you 78. Okay, I will not push you up. Okay. because it's English, it's subjective. Okay, an essay can be very subjective. Okay, it is not an objective question. Okay, I can always push people down like 1 mark or push people up 1 mark. Okay, if at the borderline, if you are in the middle, like 78 or 77, then I cannot do anything about it. Okay, so to conclude, be punctual. Next, I'm going to share with you my PowerPoint. Kill my video first. Okay, this is the course briefing. Everything that you need to know about Uhlb 3132 professional communication skills. Not moving. Okay. So, okay, you do not have to know about this. Okay, we will cover in this lecture summary of the course, correspondence, video resume, group discussion, textbook, workflow, and teaching and learning tools. These are the 7 things that we will cover in this lecture. Course summary, credit hour 2. 2 credit hour is not enough to push your CGPA too high, but then again, it is not enough also to push it down low. So, but then again, it's good that if you can maintain a good CGPA. Prerequisite, you have taken 2122 before this, or you already you are here because you are exempted. You took test a certain test, TOEFL, IELTS, that shows that you are a very good speaker already, and everybody has to take this course at least 3132. This is English 3. We got 3 English classes, English 1, English 2, English 3. Some people got exempted with English 1 and English 2 because they have taken it maybe during a diploma level, or they have IELTS test result of a good IELTS test. Okay. So where are we going? We are going to CEF level B2 C1 occupational. I will explain to you what is B2 and C1 occupational later on. What is CEFR? CEFR means European framework level. If you go to Sweden and say, okay, you are at level C1 for English, they already know. Okay, but if you go to Sweden and then tell them that your English is SPM or MUET band 3, they do not know where is this band 3 level. Okay, they do not know this description of MUET band 3. But if you tell them CEFR B2, then they would know. This course prepares students with the fundamental skills of speaking and writing in professional related setting. Activity 1, correspondence, 40%. So activity 1 is the theoretical part. Students are to answer 4 sets of questions on my line related to email etiquette and different types of emails. So this is the theoretical part. You talk about etiquette, you talk about types of emails. The duration is from week 4 to week 15. So if you open it now, you will not get to answer it. Okay. So maybe you are asking me, where is this my line? I will type the address, myline.utm.my. Okay. So now you have My line, you have e-learning, and you have our WhatsApp group. So, but what is the difference between my line and e-learning? E-learning is sort of zero content will be added by the lecturers, and you use e-learning for all different courses also. But my line, no, you do not have to pay. Okay, my line is just for English. It is being accessed not just by UTM students, people from other organizations also are using my line. So here's a question from Tivaga. Do you have to pay for my line again, sir? No, you do not have to pay. I think it is included in your fee, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that is the condition right now. If it is different from that, if you have to pay, then I will tell you. But for now, do not pay anything. It is in your fee. I guess. Okay. Okay. Unless you are space student, space students, part-time students, they have to pay because it is not in their fee, I guess. Okay. Anyway, coming back here, students are to write activity, so 40% for email correspondence, uh, uh, so activity 2, 20% students are to write an email based on the question given. So this is the practical part. This theoretical part, activity 1. So at the same time, class time, we will have an email test. I will give you the condition and then you have to write that email. Let's say the condition can be you would like to go for a trip to Mount Semeru in Indonesia. Write an email to the National Park of Mount Semeru asking for details about the condition over there and also the procedure that you have to do to go through in order to climb Mount Semeru in Indonesia. Okay, that's an example. Or that would be a inquiry email. Jenis email yang bertanyakan soalan. Okay. Dan mungkin email complaint. You are experiencing problems with your new laptop. Write an email to the supplier of the laptop complaining about your situation. So then you go ahead and write. Okay. So correspondent 40%. Next, video resume. Okay. Task. Individually, students will plan and outline a storyboard and prepare a video resume about 2.5 to 3 minutes. The format of the is a video presentation and you will make it, do it from week 2 until week 9. Starting next week, you have to start doing this. But why it is taking too much time? Okay, let me tell you why. If you are making a TikTok video, it's easy. You just, okay, you know the dance and then upload. There you are, the TikTok video. It's easy. You do not have to take about 8 weeks to do that. But for this one, you are using this video resume to get a job. Okay, it is very popular if the place of the workplace is very far away. For example, you are applying for a job in Singapore, or during the pandemic, you cannot move, MCO, movement control order, and they ask you for your video resume. So you come up with your video resume. In order to make a good video, you need a pre-production process. You have to go through production process, and then you go to the shooting process, and lastly you go for post-production. Okay. Actually, in the real sense, there's two more sections. The process of making a video, that is, you start with research and end with publication, broadcasting the video. Okay, but then again, I will just simplify it and say pre-production, the script, the storyboard, okay, planning. When you are done with that, shooting. Shooting will take a very short time, maybe about 1 day. And then you have the post-production, you edit and make it, add music perhaps, and then at the end, you need to send it for broadcast, upload to YouTube. And maybe you want to see reaction of others. So details will be explained later on next week. Okay. So next, group discussion. 30% in a group, students will be given a situation to investigate and discuss. You need to investigate, prepare for the discussion, and then you go ahead and discuss. An example of a question: due to COVID-19 pandemic, universities have resorted to conducting online events, which include online conferences, online language camps, online campus election, etc. However, this comes with some drawbacks, which need further investigation and improvements. Discuss this matter. Okay, format group discussion, synchronous or asynchronous. Synchronous meaning at the same time, I'll be here, and then mark your discussion live. Asynchronous is when you do it on your own, then you submit through a video of your discussion. We'll be using asynchronous method, in which I will tell you the question, and then I will give you 1 day for you to complete the task. You discuss with your group members when it's the right time for the discussion, and then you go ahead, record the discussion. Duration 30 to 40 minutes, week 13 to week 15. Okay, textbook. Good news, there's no textbook. Okay, so you don't have to pay anything. But PowerPoint slides and sample will be provided to you. Okay, some notes, I will just leave some, you will find some notes in the e-learning, and I will update the notes from time to time. So here's the timeline of the activities. My line, week 4, activity 2. Week 6, video resume, you start from week 9, and then week 15, group discussion, and activity 1 ends. Okay. So this is sort of the agenda for this semester. By mid-semester break, you already have 40% over here, and then another 60% second half of the semester. Okay, then you ask me, okay, sir, Okay, how do we make the videos? Okay, to make the videos, you can use CapCut, InShot, iMovie, Filmora, Viva, VN, Splice, KineMaster, and many other different types of video editors. For your video resume, just find, and then you will say, sir, I am not a film student, so I do not know how to make a video. So that would be a nowadays. Okay, maybe if the excuse is given 10 years ago, then I would consider. But then again, nowadays everybody has a camera in his phone in his pocket, and then so everybody knows how to use the. I will not teach you how to create, how to shoot, and how to edit the video, okay, because there are so many softwares that you can use. As for the uh, group discussion, you can use Webex, Google Meet, Zoom, Team, WhatsApp, Telegram, and then while you do the discussion meetings, and you can record yourself using screen recording, screencast, Matic, Loom, Bandicam, Canva, and whatnot. Okay, there are several other apps out there. I guess you know better because you are young people, millennials, digital natives. Compared to me, I am actually older than the internet. Okay. So I need to learn. I'm not a digital native. I need to learn how to uh, use the handphone, okay, mobile phone. As for you, it comes naturally to you. Okay. Next. Okay, so we're gonna use e-learning or online learning throughout the semester. People expect to be bored by e-learning. People get bored, and we try to make it interesting to you. Let's show them it doesn't have to be like that. Okay, I do not know who Kami Bin is, but the quote is interesting. Okay, thank you and happy teaching, happy learning. Okay, and stop sharing. Any question so far? Okay, if there is no question, then I will give you the question of the day. Okay. How how do your closest friends describe you? Okay. So this is the question of the day. How do your closest friends describe you? Friendly, tall. You can talk about your physical parts, and then maybe also talk about your personality. Okay, that is your question of the day for today. Next. Okay, your assignment. This is to prepare you for your video resume. Start thinking about your video resume. So your assignment is to prepare a Pesha Kucha presentation. About yourself. Prepare a Pesha Kucha presentation about yourself. Question. Any question? Nobody is asking the obvious question. Yes, Alif, Daniel. Okay. I guess maybe there's a lagging in the what do you call it in the on WebEx, so I have to wait for the question to come. So Alif and Daniel Haikal asked the question or the elephant in the middle of the room. What is Peshakucha, Mr. G? Okay, let me explain. Do you know that? Okay, TED presentations. Have you seen any TED presentation before? If you go to YouTube, you can go search TED presentations. You can find informational or knowledge sharing sessions under the brand of TED. TED means technology, education, and design. So many interesting presentations on YouTube, on Spotify. You can hear. You can also subscribe to it. Now let's go to Pecha. What is Pecha? Let's see. Let me kill my video again. Pecha is a knowledge sharing session, almost like that, but there is a limit for it. Okay, 20 times 20, meaning that you can only use 20 slides and each slide 20 seconds. You can play each slide only for 20 seconds, then the slide will move on. That is the format for Pecha. I will show you an example. Okay, stop video, share. Where's my Chrome over here? So we are leaving this. Okay, so Pecha. Oh. The word Pecha is originally from Japan. It means chit chat. So there are events, Pecha event all around the world where people share information in this format. Okay, so simple as Pecha is 2020 20 by 20 presentation format, shows your 20 chosen images, okay, not text, images, each for 20 seconds. In other words, you have got 400 seconds to tell your story. 400 seconds will be about 6.6 minutes with visual guiding the way. So Pecha means chit-chat in Japanese. This creative outlet began as a nighttime get together in Tokyo 2003 by two renowned architects. So dua orang arkitek ni dia architects ni berjumpa dan dia buat sharing session menggunakan format ini. And then since then 3 million people have attended Pecha events worldwide. Okay, let's take a look at an example. Topics can be anything. It's just that for our class, the topic is yourself. Let's see, this is 1.426 views. This is 2.6 views. Let's try, there are so many here. Okay, let's go here because we have 1.4k views. Okay, let's take a look. You will see that most of these only images. The focus are images, not text. Okay. Oh, hold on. Before I play, I need to set the sharing part to optimize for motion and video. So here we go.
Hi everyone, I don't think this is going to go so smooth, so I'm going to talk to you about the worth of water. Water is priceless, water is life. And as Jean Cousteau said, the cycle of water and the cycle of life are one. So without water, there's no life on earth, there's no food, there's no animals. So I want you to meet two, have we started? I wanted to meet two little girls, Dalila and Amina, a girl from Kenya and a girl from Afghanistan, who don't have access to safe drinking water. Because actually, 50% of the schools in the world today don't have access to safe drinking water or sanitation. And that's why kids drop out of school. Girls also drop out of school because they have to walk for water. They have to fetch water with their mums, on average of 6 kilometers every day, carrying a load of 20 liters on their heads. So UNICEF has calculated that if the walk for water would take just 30 minutes less, then 12% more girls would go to school. Then the water that they fetch is dirty, so they need to boil it, or it causes water-based diseases. And just every minute, so that's the time that I've been talking, one of these beautiful smiling kids has died. Every minute, one kid dies. So 700 million people, 750 million people today don't have access to clean drinking water. And by 2025, 1.8 billion people will be living in places with absolute water scarcity. So, and that's not just the countries in the developing world. So water has been identified as the #1 business risk by the World Economic Forum in Davos. The water crisis is seen as a bigger crisis than the climate crisis today. So you will think, where does my passion for water come from? And actually, I may not look it, but I'm actually a flip-flop girl who a few years ago was still sailing around the world with our own boats. So this is us making landfall on Fatu Hiva in the Marquesas after 3 weeks on the ocean. So I've experienced actually not having access to water firsthand. So like when I was doing laundry, this is also in the Marquesas in a little creek. So I can tell you this is the most beautiful laundromat I've ever been to, right? We also had to fetch water. We didn't have desalination equipment on board, but we did have tanks of 750 liters. So every time there was access somewhere on a tap or a publicly available pump, we went to fetch water, which is what I'm doing here in the Cape Verde Islands. So actually, I have experienced it in a light way, I must say. But one thing you also see everywhere is plastic. Plastic is everywhere, even on the most beautiful places. And this is not even the windward side of the island. So you know that on the beaches and in the oceans, plastic is also everywhere. There's a huge plastic patch floating in the Pacific, twice the size of France. And then it gets into our food chain. The birds eat it. So very often birds are found with their stomachs full of plastic. The fish eat it, the little fish, who get eaten by the big fish, who get eaten by the birds. So it disintegrates. This plastic patch is like a soup floating around. So the big plastic disintegrates into very small particles, which then get eaten and get into the food chain and even get into our food. So today it's even discovered that the plastic disintegrates to particles which are as small as plankton. So they get eaten by beautiful creatures like this humpback whale who came to check out our boat in Australia, in Hervey Bay. So actually there's a connection between this story and what I'm doing today, which you may wonder about. I'm actually in charge of responsible business for the Carlson Residor Hotel Group. So we are 1,300 hotels in 90 countries around the world. And amongst others, in this beautiful Radisson Royal in Moscow, which is a business hotel, we try to reduce our water footprint. Of course, we also have resorts like this one in the Radisson Blu, Gran Canaria. And I know how it is. When guests come to our hotels, they indulge, right? Everybody in our hotels uses twice as much water as they would do at home, every day, every single night. So that adds up to 17.5 billion liters of water a year, which is as much as the city of Bonn. So we work with partners like Grohe to install water-efficient showers and water-efficient taps in our hotel rooms. So you can have a luxury shower at 9 liters a minute, saving 70 liters during the time that you shower. But you won't even notice because it's a luxury shower. We are also in the process of rolling out in-house bottled water, which saves on carbon footprint and which also saves on water, because every bottle of water you buy in your supermarket took 3 liters to produce. And not to speak of the plastic bottles that we save. We're also looking at the footprint of food, because everything we eat and drink has a footprint of water. For instance, a cup of coffee takes 140 liters of water to produce. So with our new super breakfast in Radisson Blu, we save 20% on water and waste footprints. And then it's also about you and engaging you as a guest. Now, I know you've seen these towel reuse cards a zillion times. And what happens often when you want to reuse your towel, it gets replaced anyway. It does make a difference. It is important to engage housekeeping and guests because every towel reused takes 15 liters of water, saves 15 liters of water. So I'm very happy to give you like a sneak preview that very soon in the Radisson Blu hotels, you will be able to reuse and help to save lives, because we will link towel reuse to donations and to saving children's lives and giving them safe drinking water for life. And we will reach 12,000 children a year. Thank you for your attention, and let's help save water.
So that is okay. That is 20 slides in 20 seconds. The focus is only on images. Okay, the purpose is to inform about how people can save water or to persuade people to save water. But in your case, the purpose of your presentation will be asking people just to introduce yourself to others. And all your photos and images must be original photos. Okay. So you cannot say, I'm from Ipoh, Perak, and then you just download photos of Ipoh from a website, let's say a tourism website. So that is unfair. You can only use original photos. Photos from your own social media, photos from your own camera, your own mobile phone. Use those photos. And if you have any question about Pecha format, or you want to see more example, okay, pechakucha.com, you can go and visit pechakucha.com. Oh, Firdaus asks, the slides need to be exactly 20 slides? Yes. Can it be less? No. Can it be more? No. So it should be exactly 20 slides, precise. We are talking about precision. And the slide should move at exactly 20 seconds. I will show you an example, another example. Okay. First of all, I'm going to stop my video again. Okay. Hold on, let me look for the slides. Okay. Open slides. Okay. share with you. Back. No, not start the video. Wrong button. Share. So I have here, I've prepared my Pecha Kucha presentation, and as you can see here, 2020, meaning that the slide will move every 20 seconds. Okay, but then again, yes, you can see here, I have, oh, okay, my God, I got 24, I got 31 slides. Okay, but I will stop at the 20th slide. I need to take out some slides out. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna take this away. So I'm gonna stop here, 22. Let's see what other slides that I can take out. This one also I can take out. Put it over here, the back. So one more slide to take out. I think I'm gonna take this out. So, okay, my last slide will be this one. Okay. So what do I do next? Next, I will go to the first slide and go to transition over here, and I will set the duration, advance the slide every 20 seconds. Okay, it's here, and apply to all. Then the slide will move every 20 seconds. So I'm going to introduce myself now using Pecha Kucha format. So you might ask, okay, how do I plan this? For each slide, you plan for 3 to 4 sentences only. Do not go to 5 sentences. Maximum 4 sentences. Okay, here goes. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ghazali Bunari. I'm a lecturer here at UTM, and I'm teaching English for students, basic English for students in UTM. You can see my phone number there, 012-787-0066. I was born in Senggarang, Batu Pahat, Johor. But then my late father, he was in the army, and I moved around a lot. Here's a photo, the earliest photo of me. And then again now, I am married with 3 kids. The oldest right now is 25. She's working in KL, and then the youngest is 16 years old, from 4 at a nearby school. I did my study, my first degree at University of Texas at El Paso. You can see me with hair there. Okay, but previously I was in ITM, Institute Technology Malaysia, and I studied applied linguistics. Then in 1991, I came to UTM, working for UTM, and I've been teaching there for a long time. And then I took my master 1999 in TESOL at UTM. So at UTM, I have this opportunity to teach TESOL students, playing games in the classroom. I also teach, of course, English, basic English to you. And also, I'm teaching a postgraduate subject called pop culture, and the internet. And I really like to take my TESOL students outside, and we would go for language camps in the Felda area and doing service learning. My hobby is sketching. I like to sketch. I would sketch anywhere. I would bring my sketchbook. And here is my sketch of pygmy hippo, a pygmy hippo at Singapore Zoo. And then if I'm at a meeting, my hand cannot stop. I would sketch members of the meeting. So much so, I joined Urban Sketches, a world organization, international organization in which people go outside and sketch. Friends from United States would come to Malaysia and I would take them around. And sometimes I would go to Singapore and sketch in Singapore with my fellow urban sketchers. And also I like to write, so I got short stories in books. I have my own publication company, independent publication company, which we produce books and then sell them on our own. And this is my sort of latest projects, a book on sketching called Garis, and then another book on Selat Johor, the Strait of Johor, the history and the culture along the Strait of Johor. And sometimes I will make events to sell the books. So I will invite other publications, other publishers to join me. So we would organize a mini book fair, and we will invite writers, publishers to give a talk also at the mini book fair. Another hobby of mine is to make short videos, and most of the time I would just upload to YouTube. And then, but sometimes I would enter competitions, festivals, film festivals. And my best achievement in filmmaking is to receive an award for for popular video from the late Yasmin Ahmad, who's popular for her film Moksin. It was sponsored by BMW. The first prize was a ticket to Paris. And sometimes people invite me to give speech or to give a talk about art, or sometimes I would be one of the judges to give young people art grant for art projects. I also like to play basketball. I have my own team and we train young basketball players around Skudai to play basketball, and we would make friendly games with teams around Johor. My best achievement would be winning gold for basketball competitions for university staff. And I also like outdoor activities like hiking. On the left, you can see a mountain in Thailand. On the right side is Semeru, which is a volcano. I climbed that volcano, Semeru Mountain, which is the highest mountain at Pulau Jawa. And I learned how to scuba dive. I have the open water permit, which I took at Mabul. The price of open water permit is almost the same price of learning how to drive. And I get to dive down to 30 meters. Because of MCO, I could not travel much, so I learned how to cycle. And so far, my best achievement is during the last Chinese New Year. I cycled from Kuala Kangsar to Kota Baru to Bachok, Kelantan for 8 days, climbing the Banjaran Titiwangsa. And I would like to close this presentation with a quote from Cassie Neistat, a famous videographer. The most dangerous things you can do is to play safe. So take risks, go out and enjoy yourself. So this is the last slide, flight number 20. So thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So then I stop. Okay, that's it. That is my Pecha Kucha presentation. And you get to know me a little bit. Okay. Any question? Okay, Tivaga, love your adventure pictures. Yes, Tivaga. And uh, I would say that I am now, I said earlier, I'm older than the internet. I'm 54 years old now. And if you ask me, my regret is that I did not go outdoor when I was at your age. Okay, I started late. My first mountain, the first mountain that I climbed was at the age of 40. Okay, that is late. Okay, if I can turn back time, I would climb mountains like at the age of 15 or so. But then again, maybe perhaps during that day I was busy doing other things. Okay. Yeah, I'm young at heart. Okay, still. And can Danish asked me whether we can see some of your short films. A little bit embarrassing to share my short films with my students. Maybe if the time is right, then I will share. Or you can, if you are good, you can Google and find. You will find. Okay. Tivaga, wish more lecturers can be like you. Okay, in the, I guess, on the adventure side, there are many staff in UTM who are adventurous. But then most lecturers are not staff, maybe, but most lecturers are not. But if you are in campus, you can see maybe sometimes your lecturers, the younger ones, cycling or jogging and so on. Okay, but I guess 10% of the lecturers are like that. Okay. Okay, Alif asked me whether did you do the solo ride during your bike touring, Mr. G? No, it was not a solo ride. 10 people are with me. There are 10 people cycling. Uh, 10 people cycling. All of them are a staff of UTM. The youngest is 23 and the oldest was 60. Okay, 60. So we are in a group of 10 people with different type of bikes and different age, and but we had fun. We get to see wild elephant. If you are familiar with the East West highway, Banjaran Titiwangsa, you would know that there are many wild elephants over there, and we got to see a real wild elephant next to the road while we were cycling. It was scary, but exciting at the same time because the elephant was like next to you. Tivaga mentioned about a lecturer playing Pokemon. Okay, that would be interesting. I am not into digital games, so I do not know much. The last game that I played was Tetris. That was the last one. Then after that, I did not play. I played Tetris until the end. Okay, until meeting the you got awards like meeting you got that end of the game award reward. Okay, but then that was the last game that I played. Okay. And okay. Currently, I am preparing a video, a Hari Raya video for my faculty. Maybe that one I will show you later on. We are in the pre-production stage in which we already have the script, we already have the storyboard. Now we are currently planning the right time and then casting the right actors or talents for the actors for acting in the what do you call it, in the video, the Hari Raya video. And then I guess during the afternoon, okay, Suhail, okay, before that, Suhail asked me, do you want us to present Pecha Kucha live during class or record it? Okay, that is up to you. You can record it, rehearse, record it. You can do that, or you can do it live in class. Either way, I'm going to play it in class. If you record it, then I'm going to play it in class. Okay, so each one. So that might take about 2 class time. Okay. So it is, consider it as a preparation for your video resume and also as a practice for speaking. When is it due? Oh, next class. It is due next class. Next class, we're going to start. Okay. It is easy because 20 photos, you just need to find 20 photos, maybe from your Instagram, from your on Facebook, if you have a Facebook, and then again post that thing. Just choose the right photo, just a photo or images that define you, your hobbies, your family members, perhaps school activities. I would love to know your passions. Okay. I really like this word for passion. What is passion in Malay? Can we put, Daniel asks, can we put a childhood photo or something like that? Yes, you can. Let's say you want to tell, okay, I was born here and there. I was born in Ipoh, Perak. So I guess an old photo of you, your childhood photo would be nice. Okay. Okay. What is passion in Malay? Anybody? Minat? That would be interest, keinginan, minat, keinginan. Okay. Okay. I used to translate passion as gairah. Okay, the gairahan. That would be passion. The love of something when you like it very much. But the right word to replace passion in Malay would be nala rasa, which is something is burning inside of you. Okay, like right now, I'm very passionate about cycling. I would cycle almost every day. In the afternoon, you can see me. If you are living in UTM, you can see me. Sometime would pass by near your hostel. Students playing rugby. I would see students playing with frisbees or just jogging. The thing I like about cycling is that it is slower than motorcycle or car, and then you get to embrace or enjoy the view. That is the thing that I like about cycling, and I am currently planning my next tour. I guess if you see me cycling, around campus, just say hi, hi, Mr. G. Then I know you are one of my students. One thing about patient is that you you are willing to spend money on it, and you are willing to spend time on it. So that is passion. Like say you are passionate about fishing, you would start, okay, fishing is easy, it's cheap. You need just a bamboo and a hook. But then again, if you're passionate, you would invest with your fish on your fishing rod, on the machine to, I do not know what's the name of that machine, the reel to, okay, or and then you would invest on a boat trip just for fishing. That is passion. Passion keep us alive. Yes, so true. I am dying to listen or to watch or to be the audience of your Pesha Puja presentation next class, and to when you are sharing your passion, maybe about football. You talk about what do you want? Okay, what should you write or what should you talk about on your Pesha Puja presentation? So you talk about yourself, background, a bit of your background. Where you were born, where you stay, okay, maybe your educational background, and then passion, your hobbies, what things that you like, and achievement. How do I say, like, I like to fish a lot, and then my biggest achievement is to uh, to pull 20 kilo what type of fish. Okay, I do not know the fishes in the water. So that would be an interesting thing to share. Okay, and I like business a lot. Another example, I have my own a Shopee account. So that would be interesting to share. Okay. Questions. So if you have no questions, I assume that you know what to do. And later on, please go to the e-learning, download your course outline or course information, and also join the WhatsApp group. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you very much. Fill up the attendance form. You cannot access the attendance. Okay, let's see whether we can take a look at the attendance. E-learning is down again. Okay.